From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the first play of the afternoon.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jameis to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Then we'll get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, it just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no game.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
Wait, trouble C. Sonic! Sonic!
Second down, Winston. Pass incomplete.
I think a game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, stop. Sonic! Let's go!
To throw is Winston. He's got it. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Follow! Let's go!
First down, Abdullah. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Three down. Trouble C. Hey, stop. Let's go. Three, trouble C. Boys, hold up.
Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Follow. Let's go.
A second down run for Abdullah. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Hey, stop. Green, trouble C.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Hooked up on a play over. Anthony Brown. The 30. Past the 20. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come. Those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, get it to their best player. Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Now Jameis on second down. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to flip it. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We're rolling. 21! Block it! 4 down. Jumbo!
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. It's caught. For a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And again, it's no good. A few bluebirds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go! Let's turn the plate! Hey, stop! Let's go!
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Sonic! Hey, stop! Sonic! Where's that?
Winston there. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go, let's convert. My 50. 5-0. Swing that.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
5-0. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Now Winston. Jackson. And he's brought down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll try to ball game here with the running back. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Winston. And this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
White. Big 20.
Now a first carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And a big drive loose. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot. Here he's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender's making sure his guy can hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Follow. Hey, hey. Follow, okay? 26, Mike. Hey. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Green, Timothy!
To throw, Winston. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Check it back.
Now again, this is a good one. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Hey, stop. Green, Timothy! Watch his mouth, Dad!
3rd and 1 for Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a help. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Going deep downfield for Lance. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
4 down. Hey, stop. Let's go. Green, Timothy!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. It's caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Sonic!
First down, Winston. Over the middle. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Green, triple C. Sonic.
From the gun, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Drives the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, stop. Ready, Sonic, who ready? Sonic. Easy. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jameis now 9 of 17 through the air.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Hey, stop. Let's go. Sonic.
Jameis again. His pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more.
22.
But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Hey, tag 50 left.
The start of the round here with Malone. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 30. For a Cincinnati score. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-ordered and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Humphries. They'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Rodgers in the flat. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. James to throw. Screen pass, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, sub. Let's go. 5-0. Green, triple C.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Obviously, this is not been a better game throwing the football. So what you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? I can tell you that, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass almost a moral victory that it's not picked up.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Hey, sub. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the corner, Anthony Brown. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing.
On 1st down, Stafford. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it goes up to 29. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, here we go. Hurry up, get set.
yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down to Stanford. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Take this in the end zone for Bengal TV. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a good start.
And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's go now. Hey, let's go, let's go. Check 3. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, you're in an island open. Wait, sub.
Jameis now on first down. Jackson left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, blue lady. 5-0. Sonic. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Where's that?
Winston. Into enemy territory. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
We got 4. 5-0. Let's go.
On the run, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic. Hey, we got time.
2nd down, Winston. Being chased that way. And Winston lost the ball. He's got it. And they're going to solid shot at the 40-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. Whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of the play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah! Jumbo, jumbo! 3 down, 3 down. 21! 3 down, 3 down. Double right. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanford. He finds Ross. Right side is complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. They'll run it now. Out of down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go. Come on, man. Pick it up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanford back to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have got it on cruise control. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kevin Rizzo came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So it's symptomatic. Yeah, I like that.
Taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Follow. Sonic. Green, triple C.
Working out of the gun. Winston. From the right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14.
Watch 84, watch it. Sonic. Tight right. Green, triple C.
Winston. As he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became a full-on throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 50, Stafford to Mixon on the check down. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. To throw is Stafford. And he'll get inside the 40 to the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Outside here for Eifert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
To the air again. Stafford. He's going to leave it. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another.
Watch 85, ball going 85. Right, trio right.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Stafford. His throw incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field right through that. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And probably the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Humphries. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
That's what I do.
Winston now to throw on first down. And great, the tight end's good. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Sonic!
Now a second down throw for Winston. And a hit, drawing it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ready, stop, let's go. Hey, stop, Sonic! Let's go.
On third down, Winston. This is Corey Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
34, eyes on 34. Kill. Green, Trevor C. Kill, turn up. Hey, sub. Let's go. What is up?
On first and 10, Winston. Power dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Green, Trevor C. Ready. Ready. Hey, sub. Let's go. Shot. Watch your mouth, Dad.
Going again, Winston on second and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Sonic! Motion! Green, Trevor C. 26 Mike. Hey, sub. Let's go. Get that quarterback. Get off. Shot.
First down throw for Winston. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Alabama. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too high, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right in a really bad spot.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And a catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stanford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Calling now is Huber as he sends it away. He'll take it at the 42. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's how we can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready? Follow. Hey, sub. Let's go. Sonic. I'm here all day. Let's go.
Now Jameis on second down. And this one out for Evans. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bucs on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Follow. Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, triple C. Sonic.
From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold it a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that.
Hurry!
What it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go and think about how they're going to leave here and get to the airport. Outside of blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Back 55! Stay 50. White 7. 10. White 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Dempsey out to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to tackle at the 31-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Ready? Who ready? Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. Pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Ready? Black 22. Green, Triple C. 26, Mike. 20, Sonic. Green, Triple C. Green, Triple C. Where's that up? Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Easy. Easy. Hey. Sonic. Green, Triple C.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
10.
Snapper going to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try to extend it because you always feel like the other...
Taking the knee, some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. But for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's their lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay,